So let's address some of the most common questions and comments that I got on this video where I talk about things that I wouldn't let my kids do as a pediatrician who's seen a lot of stuff. So number one, people were asking specifics about trampolines. A lot of people wanted to know, what about the small trampolines, the ones that are in the house with the bar for the little kids? So these are not the trampolines that I was talking about. These are generally safe if the child is holding onto the bar and being supervised and just jumping up and down without doing any crazy tricks. Another common question that I got was about the grapes. When can you stop cutting your kids' grapes? This is a difficult question to answer. The minimum age to stop cutting grapes and hot dogs is 5. But again, this is a really personal decision because these are still really high-risk choking foods even when your kids are older than 5 years of age. So at that point, I would not fault you if you continue to cut their grapes. People asked, when can you stop wearing a helmet? My answer to that one is, when do you stop wearing a seatbelt when you get in the car? Anytime you get on something with wheels like a bike or a scooter, you should be wearing a helmet, whether you're a child or an adult. And then there were a whole bunch of these comments. Things like, well, you better never let your kid get in a car because car accidents are super common. Or things like, why don't you just wrap your kid in bubble wrap and never let them do anything? So let's quickly talk about risk versus benefit. To take away the risk of ever getting into a car accident, you would have to completely never get into a car again. And that is impossible. Therefore, you choose to get into a car knowing that there are some risks involved, yet you still take safety measures, right? You wear seatbelts, you put your kids into car seats, you follow the rules of the road. It's really not a difficult concept to understand. In every decision you make that involves the safety of your kids, you decide, how high is the risk? What is the burden of avoiding this activity completely, and is that necessary? And if I choose to do this activity, are there simple measures that I can take to increase the safety of that activity? Like putting a helmet on when you ride a bike, like taking a second to cut the grapes, allowing your kids to play with sticks and explore the outdoors, but not allowing them to run all around with a sharp pointy stick right near their face. So really just doing the bare minimum, things that really take minimal to no effort to keep your kids safer. This does not equal keeping your kid in a bubble and not letting them enjoy life. This is just good parenting.